Good day, author Ted Ciuba. Glad to be with you, doing an author review of Defy Reality, Redefine Possibility, Volume 18 in the Sub 4 Minute Extra Mile series, available at thinkrich.com/possibility. That's thinkrich.com/possibility. And this is one of two volumes which specifically treats real closely on the Roger Bannister mystique methodology, which is pivotal, foundational in the Sub 4 Minute Extra Mile series. So that being said, we jump right to the table of contents, what we call the TOC at times for short and writer's lingo. And I always like to point out there's 19 different training sessions, each of them sub 4 minutes. It's intensity with intention. It's not bunch of time. If you want bunch of weight, I can go get you some weighty words. And so we look at a few different ones, just kind of hit a few things. True. Money doesn't solve every problem. Got to have something important in that training session. When you get to the point of adequate unhappiness, now here's a story. It has a lot to say. There's important things to this. Begging while bouncing on one leg. It's the pivotal character is a beggar in a foreign country, in the road, in the middle of the road. And you've got to find out more lessons to learn. You'd be amazed what you can learn. You'll either have discipline or regrets. It's important to think this through now. And of course, our title training session, which we will slip right to on page 41, is Defy Reality, Redefine Possibility. Yes. As an achiever, wouldn't you agree with me? You've got to go the extra mile to achieve the success you want. There isn't any real choice about that. But the good thing is, you will distance yourself from your competitors when you're in that extra mile zone, because so few people are there. What you do has incredible leverage and brings you the results you seek. Yet, it's only a mile. We're talking about the extra mile here, not the extra 100 miles. Then we invoke, of course, Roger Bannister, because he's such an example to us about the extra mile. He is the athlete who on 6 May 1954 broke the 4-minute mile barrier. For thousands of years prior, they had been trying. He did it. How did he do it? Well, of course, you can imagine that a person going after something like that had to go into training, can't you? Make no mistake about it. All the world and the evidence they waved proved it could not be done and could be fatal to the person who even attempted it. Oh, you've heard the stories about Olympic athletes who once were defeated, which he was. They went on because they trained for 8 hours a day, where they woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. and had already put in 3 hours of training before they showed up with other people at their work or school. You've heard those stories. And they left their occupations only to hit the training regimen again. That's what happened to him. The 1952 Olympics, he came in an ignominious 5th place. He determined right then and there to be the first human individual to ever run the sub 4-minute mile. But as for training, well, Roger was a medical student, pre-med, neurobiology at Oxford University. He didn't have much time. He took 30 minutes out of his lunch hour in the months leading up to the big event and practiced running. That's all. He had to save the rest to cool off, shower, eat, make a couple phone calls. It wasn't enough, all sports training said. And remember, he was already an Olympic athlete, so he was receiving the best coaching available. Yet with that, Roger Bannister broke a record that had stood millennia. Enter serendipity. He redefined possibility. Prior to him, nobody had ever run a sub 4-minute mile. 2.5 years later, already 16 people were doing it. And it's pretty much a qualifier today. So what do we see here? We see that with such small efforts in that extra mile zone. Roger was taking 30 minutes at lunch. You can accomplish incredible things. See, you've got to go the extra mile. You can even do this on your lunch hour. The sub 4-minute extra mile. Go ahead. Defy reality. Redefine possibility. What colossal gains you can make. My friend Ted Ciuba saying you know how to make this training session yours with the taproot question. The first one that comes, the most important one, the one that holds your structure in place is, how does this apply to me? This is Ted Ciuba, your friendly author, doing an author review. Having finished up, happy to be with you, my friend, of Defy Reality. Redefine possibility. Available at thinkrich.com/possibility. It's volume 18, by the way, in the sub 4-minute extra mile series. Go get your copy now, my friend. Blessings on you.